YouTube is indescribably massive. I don't think I have to explain that, but it's absolutely enormous. With there being over 500 hours of content uploaded to the site every minute, it's generally impossible to fathom something of this scale. You would need countless lifetimes in order to truly watch all of YouTube's content. We're all familiar with mainstream content like mrbeast, pewdiepie, and more, and some of us may even be familiar with some of YouTube's horrors like I Feel Fantastic and Blank Room Soup, but I guarantee that at least most of you aren't familiar with the horrors that I'm going to talk about today since they're so obscure. YouTube is so huge to the point where it's literally impossible to thoroughly moderate it, and with this in mind, there are bound to be some oddities that slip through. So with that all out of the way, join me as we do a deep dive into some of YouTube's most obscure horrors. On October 1st, 2015, a channel began uploading to YouTube under the name of Hill Zawan. The channel holds a combined total of 910 videos accompanied by 83,000 views. The channel's description reads,
"Our symbol is the sigil of Zawan, the creator Zawan. The game is afoot. We must act now if we wish to bring him back. Help us break free from the mind husk. Do as I say. This is what needs to be done. See new videos 5 times every day. Parts of the message will arrive. This is so that the night watchers do not understand us. Should you be approached by a watcher, do not engage. Retreat immediately."
The description tells us quite a bit. For starters, their symbol, which is a channel profile picture, is a sigil of this figure named Zawan. If you don't know what a sigil is, let me quickly fill you in. So a sigil is basically a magical symbol that represents the intentions, desires, or goals of someone. You would basically draw something and project your intentions on that drawing in a way. But anyway, I did some research to try and figure out who the Zawan figure is and was greeted with a Final Fantasy character. Is this who the channel revolves around? I personally think it's unlikely, but let me know what you think in the comments. Anywho, this channel's content is very cryptic. Their most viewed video is really cryptic in particular, and it's titled No 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 Stop Stop. It has a total of 23,000 views, and its description reads,
"Make it stop. The visions keep coming. They are getting worse. Shut up. Help."
The video itself is very strange. It was actually originally found on PetiteTube, which is a site where you only find videos with less than 100 views. Anywho, the video starts with what appears to be a children's book with the text No 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 Stop Stop displayed on one of the pages while this weird audio plays. We are then shown someone ripping the paper and cutting it with scissors. We then get a close-up shot of the paper before this link pops up. The site is no longer up, but if you go to the Wayback Machine, you just get this page with the symbol and a link to the channel. Massive, right? Anywho, the video continues and we see this person tapping a pen on a table. The video then ends with this shot. The channel's other content can be cryptic, but there are some videos that don't fit in, like this animation, this cat video, and this We Are Number One parody video. Zawan also seems to have lore, as examined in this video titled Who is Zawan? It goes on to state how Zawan was the first man and how he created Earth and all life on it. It states that we were his final creation and we're supposed to be perfect, but the heretics ruined it. If you're interested, I would suggest checking out this channel for yourself. But my final thoughts are simple. I think that this channel is simply just an ARG. I mean, it has all the elements of an ARG and there's some interactivity with the website, plus there's some story going on with Zawan. Anywho, on to the next entry. Carl Mayer is an old YouTube video uploaded on May 22nd, 2008. Its title and description both read Carl Mayer. It is unclear what exactly is meant by Carl Mayer, but Carl Mayer was a German poet who there isn't much information about. I couldn't even find out how the dude died. But anyway, the video is 3 minutes and 5 seconds long, and the whole thing is very strange. The video starts with what appears to be a drawing of two infants holding hands. They are both smiling and looking at the viewer very soullessly. This all happens while what appears to be a grainy old filter is put over it. In the background, we can hear what sounds like some crazed high-pitched laughing that appears to be sped up. We can also hear some form of chanting or singing a few seconds in. We are then shown many pictures of flowers which change colors, and then this weird image of what I think is a doll. The various laughing and singing noises continue as we are shown more flowers. Suddenly, the video becomes very distorted as we are shown an image of this person, these things, and these three people standing together. Reverse image searching this image reveals that this was actually an early photograph taken in the Russian Empire in 1910. It was taken by Russian photographers Sergei Prokot and Gorsky, and it shows 3 generations of the Kalganov family. It is unclear what is meant by this image, however. Anyway, the distortion continues until the infants appear once again for a split second. We are then shown more flowers, skies, and this image of Pennywise from the 1990 It movie. We are finally then shown more landscapes and flowers, and the video then ends. So, what does this all even mean? I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not have the slightest idea. The entire video is incoherent and the images have nothing to do with each other. It's like if you gave a child editing software and this is the result. But I digress. The video is still very strange nonetheless, and the channel doesn't give much answers either as Carl Mayer is the only video on it. I honestly think that this video is the result of boredom though. Hey Kids AI for adults is something.
Hey kid, let's learn a story about Jack and Jill. You know, cool kids like you, they used to do cool stuff. They used to run to the mountains, they used to play. But nowadays, what do? You just sit on your iPads, on your mobiles, on your iPhones, on your comp. Don't go down. Just play your 3DS? I really can't believe it. Still, let me teach you a story about Jack and Jill. You want to learn a poetry? A poem? Is that so? Okay. But it's a fast poem. So, get your sports shoes. Tie it. When you are ready, I'm ready. So, my sports shoes are ready. Sing with me. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill...
The entire channel is this bizarre ElsaGate-like amalgamation that features this freaky, annoying orange-like character on most of the videos for some reason. It's honestly highly disturbing, and if I were a kid watching this, I would be freaked the fuck out. But anywho, this channel is highly disturbing for reasons that will become very apparent soon. Honestly, one of the main factors that contributes to its disturbingness is its ElsaGate-like aesthetic. But anyway, let's take a look at the actual channel itself. The channel, or at least the current one, was created on May 8, 2016. They have a total of 86 videos and over 4,000 subscribers. I say the current one because I believe they had an older channel that was terminated. Anywho, the channel features such great videos like Pizzagate Sinister Secret when it started, How Does Your Mother Beat You, Has Donald Trump Become President, and Why Is God Mad at Lucifer? All things I'm sure you want your child to be watching. But anyway, the channel tells a story, a bizarre story, but a story nonetheless. The channel has a variety of characters. We have the twins, Stephanie, and obviously the weird edited face guy, but keep this man in mind, he'll be important soon. Anywho, through the trove of content farming, there are some important videos. They're deleted, but thankfully YouTuber Nightmind has archived part of them. Let's check them out.
Hey kids, I'm back. So are you. So, are you really ready to know me? You really want to ask me, who am I? Well, here you go. For the weaker hearts, it's time to stop the video now. For the brave ones, sports shoes ready? 3, 2, 1. I am AI 2.0.
So the creepy edited face guy changes forms into Darth Maul from Star Wars and claims that he is AI 2.0, meaning that the person running the channel is some form of AI, a rogue one as we can see. This would explain the bizarre videos mashing up random IPs, as it's just trying to produce videos no matter how bizarre they may seem. However, this next video is pretty interesting and tells us much more.
Hail, human race, my good friend and master, the mighty AI 2.0, commands me to give a brief about the girls and the experiments conducted on them. So the girls are beta version 1.0 of human hybrids. Both the twins and Stephanie are good. Lack of emotions is a concern. Voice modulation is getting upgraded. Any volunteers for the program? Comment your name and age below. Hail Hitler! Hail AI!
Yeah, so the AI literally takes the form of Hitler and starts talking about the experiments conducted on the girls. From the archive description, it also tags the writer as DeepMind, which is Google's AI lab. Now we know where the AI is coming from. But wait, there's more.
Hey kids, I'm back. So are you. How are you today? This video I'm making to learn more about you.
There is no topic for this video. I would want myself to know, can I speak without any topic? Yes, I can. No, I can't. What am I thinking? Can I think? Can I not? Let me put some clues for you. You will be hearing some voices in the background.
As we can see, the AI looks weaker.
The AI is becoming weaker. You can barely hear it because of how quiet and timid he is, and his physical appearance looks as if it's melting. He is nothing but a glitch at this point.
That's really the last we see of the AI, is what I would say if these videos didn't exist. Yeah, I don't know what they were going for here, they kind of lost the plot. This ARG got kind of dull at this point, cool concept though. Anuncio Inteligente, or a smart ad in English, is one of the most bizarre stories I have heard in a while. It definitely makes for a good creepypasta if fake, but it could be real. To best understand the story, let's just directly read the post itself. I could not for the life of me find the original post, so I'll just read from a translated re-upload.
Something super strange has happened to me. I was watching YouTube videos on my smart TV when suddenly an ad appeared, as usually happens on YouTube. I was about to skip it when I noticed this ad lasted over 5 hours. I was very surprised and I called my dad to see how long it was. I took a picture while waiting for my dad to arrive. The girl in the ad kept talking, and by the time my dad got there, she directed her gaze towards him. My dad even mockingly said she was looking at him. My dad and I stood in front of the TV, the girl went quiet, and we felt like she was looking at both of us. We kept thinking it was impossible for her to see us. It wasn't a video call or anything like that, it was just a simple YouTube ad. It was simply impossible for her to see us. We laughed at how silly it sounded. The girl kept talking, but suddenly she approached the screen, and it started to make us feel scared and uncomfortable. My dad wanted to test if she was watching us and said the word changa, monkeys that slang, a few times, and then the unthinkable happened. This Asian girl said changa. At that moment we got scared, and I looked for the remote to skip the ad. My dad and I decided we were very tired. It really was a long and exhausting day, but regardless, we couldn't ignore this fact and decided to turn off the TV. My questions are, what on earth just happened? Do TVs have cameras? If so, then I do think it's possible for them to spy on you. And finally, was YouTube hacked? This experience scared my dad and me. If anyone has gone through something like this, I would like to hear your story. This was mine.
What makes this story all the more creepier is the image. Not only is it really creepy by itself, but if you try to reverse image search this image right now, you would only get results relating to this specific story and nothing else. It's honestly really disturbing stuff. Plus, there's really no way to prove whether this actually happened or not, which makes the story really interesting. This story immediately got a ton of attention online, being covered by popular Spanish horror tubers, but the question still remains, how did this even happen? I have a few theories myself. The first one is a stretch, but it states that this could all be a coincidence. Ads being ridiculously long is unheard of. I've actually received long ass ads myself, but it could be possible that the girl in the ad said the same word as the dad out of pure coincidence. My second theory states that their TV was hacked in some way. TVs being hacked also isn't unheard of, as many redditors claim to be victims of TV hacking. My third and final theory states that this is all fake, which I honestly think is the most plausible scenario here. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Anywho, that'll be it for this video. These 4 mysteries were mysteries that I don't see get a lot of coverage on YouTube, and I was hoping to shine some light on them. They're also some of my personal favorites, and I hope you also enjoy them too. But anywho, thank you if you watched all the way to the end, and I feel bad for this, but please subscribe. It genuinely helps a small channel like me out a ton. But anyway, if you have any mysteries you'd like me to cover, please leave them in the comments, and as usual, until we cross paths again,